Mobility Project. We're talking about how to make things worse. We've been kind of showing some techniques about this compressive tack and floss. And one of the ways to make that even better, especially when you know that, hey, I've got a little spot right here that's just gnarly. You know what I'm talking about? You people out there who aren't supple. Or you've got one little band in the calf that's tight, or one little piece that's tight. You're like, if I could just get a little more pressure on there, and voila! You take the lacrosse ball, you cut it in half, and now you've got our little compressive dot. I don't know if you can see that. So the key is, be cool. I took a little hacksaw, I spent my time hacking, and then I cut the rest with a knife. Don't use a big power saw. You're going to kill yourself. Ching! Right, so what we've got with Roop is I want to show you Roop, just where to tack this. This is an idea. Let's go ahead and tack that spot. And now we can get massive force and pressure right over a little bit of an area where we know we've had some scar tissue. Imagine you've got an Achilles tear, you've got a little junky spot, want to get massive pressure somewhere in that kind of musculo-tendinous junction. These areas tend to be very, very tight. Right where the muscles come in, that can be a really, really tight spot for a lot of our athletes, status post-injury. If you imagine that you've had a quad tear, one of the things that happens is that quadriceps muscle or hamstring muscle and a hamstring tear, as it remolds, it ends up being very, very disorganized. And one of the things we try to do is break up those knots instead of having a scar ball right in the middle of your supple tissues. So just by loading that thing up, we're getting enormous pressures right over the band here, right over the ball, right where he's tacked it. And it gives me a little more precise area. And again, what's great about this is then he can reflect this in actual movement. Real life squatting, ladies and gentlemen. Good, stand back up. How does that feel? Nice. Nice and tight. So squeeze your butt, flex that quad as hard as you can, boom, and then let's go ahead and squat 10 times. How's that feeling through there? Morning. So is 10 a magic number? Maybe 20, maybe 2 minutes? I don't know. We say typically treat until you make change. Mob until you make change. This is a nice way to right in that kind of super patellar pouch. This area gets so mapped down, so tacked down. This is an area, just an easy way to blow that out. Now we wrapped Klaus's heel cords the other day, or his quad rather. This is a really more specific spot. You done with that? Good. Go ahead and dismount. You could tack anywhere in that. I think the lacrosse ball is nice, and half lacrosse ball because it creates that flat surface. And let's go ahead and watch you squat. We've been working on this side. Do you notice a difference in here?
Yes.
In what way?
It just feels looser in the sense that I can actually push my knee out.
Do your little jump test for us, would you? The limitation is moving. So we just moved his ankles, his left ankle, with the same, and this has only taken about 2 minutes. We just did one bout. We haven't done any more. This jump and lands. And you can see that landing position is much crisper, better arch, less toe up. He's actually able to maintain his foot without having to lose his ankle to drop back over. Does that feel more stable, less stable?
Yeah, foot stay actually planted on the ground versus more spin out.
Excellent. Give you guys another idea about how to get into your nasty old bits. Those of you who've ever taken a shot, all my judo practitioners, you know what I'm talking about, that big ropey thing. Get that ball in there and then start flossing your brains out. MobilityWOD, Roop, pain, we'll see you tomorrow.